Poof. Yeah, poof, guys. The mukbang section of our video is over. Into the meat of the matter. Alright. I want us to start off with an overall understanding of relationships. You know? Why are they necessary? Why are relationships required? Both intimate, platonic, any type of relationship you can think about, any type of interaction. What makes them healthy for both partners? Let's start there. One. Lead it off.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
You have it.
I think it's important because it's like part of our nature. We just want somebody to talk to. Even when we claim to say, I'm just gonna be by myself because people are foolishness and this doesn't make no sense and whatever. I think at the end of the day, we want somebody to talk to. And I think that's really how God created us. We want companionship, just want somebody to link with. It might not be intimate, but just to have somebody where you can express yourself to. Of course, he's there to express yourself to, but at the end of the day, me want to see you and talk to you. Me want to feel you and talk to you. You know? And all of that. And him say somewhere in them words, say two better than one. Never necessarily there for to marriage and all them something, but you can rub me back in the middle run of the part there where my hand can reach kind too short. And them look at something there. So, and you say something about it being mutual. And did you say that?
What makes it healthy for both people?
What makes it healthy for both persons? Communication, I guess. I don't know if that's where you were steering the question.
No, it's however you want to answer it.
So what makes it healthy for both parties, I believe, is communication. If we can talk, because earlier we were having a convocation. Yeah. Watch
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
A convocation, guys.
Yes. So we're having a conversation and Johnmark says something, but it never come off right to you. So you have it, so it's like there was a barrier within the communication process, and then we had to don't use no word that don't know the meaning. Let's use this one. We have to expound and explain, right?
Yes.
Until we were at some common ground where both of you understood what each person was saying, basically. So communication makes it healthy.
Right.
If from you understand, I think we can move forward with life, basically. That's what I mean.
I'll piggyback off of what Adrene was saying in terms of that, in terms of importance of relationship. I can't put it any way better. Like, we were designed to have relationships, to have companionships, to have interactions first with God. Like, that's really why he created us, to just have a relationship with him. And then when he saw that, man can't be alone, he created another. And then he said, multiply and fill the earth, meaning just make more and communicate and fellowship and all of that wonderful stuff. So, like, I think just to reiterate that fact that we were created to be relationship beings, and why it's important, or how to make it healthy. Going back to just even the dynamic that you guys had earlier, or that we had a discussion, I think once we understand the page of our relationship, like what it means, or the aspect of it, or the like what the relationship is, once we both are on that same page, I feel like we would thrive. But if we're on different pages, like probably you have something in your heart and somebody else has something in your heart, then it might cause a conflict. But conflict is a part of it as well. That's why we resolve. That's why we talk about things. That's why we address probably even issues that we don't want to even sometimes address and such. But yeah, understand the relationship that we have. Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
All right. Well, for me, I agree with everything you guys said. As it pertains to why the relationship is necessary and all that. Like some things that I think are like very important for our relationship to maintain its health. Communication, as Adrian said earlier, is definitely one of it. Trust is one thing for me as well. Trust and safety. I want to feel like I'm safe in this interaction, I shouldn't be getting anxiety from the interaction, It shouldn't be pressuring in that way, in order for me and for the both of us to remain healthy. So yeah, trust, communication, safe. I'm big on safety. It's a big thing for me. I like to feel safe because if I don't feel safe in an interaction, then I start to like run away from it mentally, emotionally, and then physically. Like I just disappear. If I'm not communicating with you, it's because I don't feel safe right now in that moment. It doesn't mean that I can't come back and we'll fix it. It's just that my whole being just started to lock down. And I just didn't know what to do because I didn't feel like maybe my emotions were safe here. Or, I just didn't feel safe in whatever capacity it was. And I just cut. It's something that happens. So safety is a big thing for me when it comes down to relationships.
Can I just drag out something real quick that you said? You said something about when you're detaching, you detach emotionally, mentally first, or something like that. So you're saying you detach, okay, and then physically. Wow. So you're in this space, but you're not necessarily in this space because from them something they kind of leave. It kind of leave from them. You will leave. Wow.
Me would have hurt on the other side though. Like
wow.
If I was on the receiving end of that.
Yeah, because
for you to mentally detach.
That person is not there.
Detach. And then possibly even I don't even know what I do. In terms of you just see somebody just kind of coming out. Is that even the good option to go sometimes? Because I
think it's a mechanism that happens. I don't necessarily think it's safe to do. What I've started to do is like communicate that, hey, I'm beginning to feel unsafe. And this is what happens when I feel unsafe in an interaction. That's something that I started to do. But it's because, this is for me, Vanessa, I don't like dealing with emotional stuff, really. Like, I might come off soft and emotional, but to be honest with you, having an emotional conversation, an intimate, like whatever the case may be, if you hurt me, I'm going to feel away about whatever it is. If I hurt you and you feel like I don't like having those kind of conversations. I feel, I don't know.
Weird.
Just uncomfortable. And I don't like being vulnerable. I don't like, hey, see you hurt me. Because what if you don't business,
Yeah.
So it's just like my brain says, all right, guess what? You need to readapt.
Word.
You need to adjust yourself.
Can I ask a question real quick even on that? Like what has it been like readapting or I don't know, getting vulnerable or such?
The journey that I've been on is just staying soft. Just being vulnerable and just keeping it within the parameters that God has given me. So it is heavily dependent on my relationship with God. Because He says guard your heart. And the only way to learn to really properly guard your heart is through your relationship with Him. So because of my focus on my relationship with God, He softened me, took down the walls, and then He said, don't worry about it. I'm still going to protect you, and I'm going to teach you how to stay protected, to stay within the boundaries that I give you. Don't do this, don't do that. Because if you do this, then you will get hurt. It's going to be inevitable. And then you go feel like you want to start build back a wall again. Then you have to go take down the wall them again. So it's just like, you know. So it's like a whole process that I have to be going through. So like, at the end of the day, we're supposed to be soft. Our heart is supposed to be soft. It's not supposed to be no tough, ice cold thing. We're just supposed to learn how to protect it. You know? We're supposed to just learn where to deposit it, how to deposit it, how much, who to give it to. You know? We're supposed to understand all of that. And he's a very, he teaches, you know? It's not no just abracadabra. Yeah. He teaches you how to maintain what he delivers you from. Yeah. He's like, maintain this deliverance this way. So it's like been a whole journey. I don't like it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Don't think that I don't like being vulnerable. Yeah. Still hate it, but I do it because it pleases him. And I do it because it works out better than me being rough and tough all the time. All right. You know, thinking that I'm protecting myself. So yeah.
Because it kind of draining, ain't it?
Yeah, it's draining. Because you beat up your gum and all these things. Building this high wall, you just drain yourself for no reason. And the person can still bulldoze it down and hurt you one different way, sneak attack. Yeah. You know? So, yeah.
You know, one of the things that I've learned though on the opposite end, because I'm naturally a soft person. So one thing that I definitely had to learn though was to toughen up. And the Lord has blessed me to have, you know, those type of friends that are kind of rough on the edges and such. Loving them, but I tell you, say I got through some things. Even I don't know if that would be into. Yeah, man, I got through some things with some people. Just how them joke and them play rough, but you know, not pointing any fingers, but them ramp rough. But it's a lesson that I've fully learned because. Yeah, man, I couldn't stay the soft type of person because people would have easily taken advantage or easily can walk over. So it's kind of even just to balance that out in terms of the being vulnerable. I had to learn even where I had to get tough or where I had to probably even, I guess, not worry about. It's not that I go after your feelings and hurt. I kind of had to be careful even of not doing that. But just to kind of learn even how to be rough, not for lack of a better term, you know, just to how to be kind of firm or solid with that personality and such, because it has its place where you just have to stand firm, you know, like how your mother would have just deal with it a type of way, and you
like
know,
tough love.
Yeah, it has its place and such, so you know, yeah.
Well, I know I've been silent. Well, me that listen first, like learn from what I say, and I think two things stand out so far is like the same for relationships is either a place where you can avoid or get hurt, and something Adrene said earlier, like is like you might say to yourself, people are foolishness. When she said that, something really stand out. I said, the truth is, it's like anytime we encounter with self, one kind of way we reach one place where we say, you know, say me foolish, you know, say me a foolishness, and then we just kind of grateful for have families, friends, or whether it's intimate partners where deal with it like. Cause you learn and I like you want to stay so.
Yeah.
You probably don't want to stay so, but sometimes you say that was not the best way. Yeah. I didn't think I handled that the best way. But them still there on or whatever.
How are you still here?
And we find ourselves kind of just needing that place where we can be forgiven. And that really, you know, is like you have that place there. I think most of the shell them where we grow, most of how tough we've become is because we were trained to walk into unforgiving spaces. For instance, as I was talking on Sunday about the places of tension. So for me, I grew up. Me feel like me just grew up inattention. It just, you know, like, you have some nuclear family where mommy, daddy good, both families are okay with each other, them kind of thing. All that is nice, but for people who, one different type of situation, they are waking up and going to sleep in a tense emotional environment. You might not have arguments every day, but every time you hear one little thing drop, you realize, oh, this right here is not safe. It's not a comfortable space. And so I think, and I think we desire relationships to, as you said, feel safe. Have that place there where you don't have to be the version of yourself that people might not forgive.
Yeah.
You understand? You're trying to be precise, exact, assertive, a beast. You're trying to be this person in the business place, this person academically, this person with whatever your skill set is. Eliezer probably can say, boy, as him grow up, him find himself step into different musical spaces, and how comfortable your hand is playing in front of some people is not the same feeling you get when you step into a different space. It's like you say, I cannot afford to press a wrong note.
Yeah.
Because
It's not right now.
like I won't be forgiven.
Yeah.
And even if I nail it on the day, they might kill me from the rehearsal and say, yo, you the shaky, You don't want to use him car. Ray. And yeah, we in a them space there, and I think we keep searching, relationship wise, we keep searching for a place and a space where we can be our finest selves and our worst selves, and have that process.
I think for me, it comes down to the authenticity of it all, because there came a point where I even stopped trying to get the best and the worst, where I had to just trust that, I don't know, like the space that I can be, because it takes a lot to try, at least for me. It takes a lot to try, like fit and whatever and such and such. So it's like I just let go and just try and be the authentic self that is me, and that which I had to work on and such and such. But once I know that the pressure isn't even there, I guess, in my relationships for me to try, I don't know, please somebody or try and bend to a kind of formality of this and such. Once I can just relax and be and grow, I feel like those relationships are the best ones, or the ones even that I see as God sent for me, because like those are my best. The ones that don't allow for that are not existing anymore in my life, to be honest.
You see, that relationship really keep people alive.
Yeah.
My stepmother always said that something here. For instance, me, I will look at somebody and say, boy, boy, that person that got struggle. Because to me, how them look externally, man, I say, nobody now go through that. Like you even not get to no personality part. Then now get the hi, hello, who are you? Because in my eyes, like, all creatures.
It's to the scream.
All creatures big and small.
Yeah.
All things bright and wonderful. The Lord God made them all. But because of how we're cultured, we got to learn about what and who is ugly and what.
Right.
So me personally struggle come here and say, boy, you disqualify yourself. Me disqualify myself from certain people or certain spaces because I say, I don't look
Like,
Yeah.
like the person that you're gonna pick. So what happens
Insert
when
song.
she made the statement? She said,
Beautiful.
she said, every who identity a bush.
That's it.
Wow.
And
it's
I say,
true. My God.
and it always at me and say, that person did?
Yeah.
That person did?
Yeah.
Then find somebody because, and I think if you don't find somebody, and I'm not referring to just intimately,
Yeah.
if a person is living on zero interaction, the person is dying.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
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 You wake up and you just go through, and no one is checking for you, and probably you don't even have nobody to check for. I watched one documentary one time, and there was this woman. She has no hands because at somewhere she grew up, one massacre did happen, one family massacre, and what they did was cut off limbs and them things. Them cut off her hand them, but she didn't die.
Wow.
And somehow she was rescued and whatnot. But her whole family gone.
Alright.
You see? But she had to grow up with her, and she learned to use the liquor part them one left. And she saved up a lot of money just to pay a man to get her pregnant. So this child will come now no father.
Oh, Lord.
Because his obligation is not to stay.
Not
Yeah.
to
be a
it's
father.
just to provide a
donor.
child.
So she now
Oh.
handless. I take care of one child.
Wow.
Child, oh Lord.
Just to have, listen, why not just to have somebody.
To have an interaction or to love.
Yeah.
Someone.
To impart
Whoa.
something.
No.
Just so
To make a family
this
out
person
of,
and me
right.
person.
Yeah.
They're not
It's
going
my
to
flesh and blood.
Yeah.
And they don't have a choice.
They don't have
Right.
a choice. Yeah.
The most they can do is grow up and reject me. But right now,
now, me, I take
all
care
they
of
will
them.
know is
Is
I am
me.
your lover.
Yeah.
I am the one taking
Oh,
care of you,
wow.
and you can give me back some love. I can
That's
feel
crazy.
valued.
Oh,
Because
wow.
nobody in our
Right.
village not talk to her. She just go about her business. Maybe the only persons you talk to when I like shopkeeper them.
Right.
Yeah, because when you need
A
something.
people can I have and then say
that's just
what you
it.
need, and that's it. They not care anything after that. I'm gonna say, well, relationships him really designed we for need each other. That type of way there. Without that, you're not on a purpose. No matter how much things you want to have. Nobody not there to share it with. Not a soul.
Yeah.
Lonely.
Yeah.
You're not gonna feel
I
that.
think that's kind of why we have to even develop that personality of just even being kind to just people that we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even that shopkeeper thing, probably the shopkeeper is the only person that somebody gets a form of interaction with, a good day or some form of positivity. So if you, that's why we it's encouraged to have that form of loving personality with people that you don't even know.
Yeah, don't know.
Because you'd never know what type of uplifting you're doing just by smiling.
Yeah.
Just by smiling,
And you won't know because the person is going to remain a stranger. And everybody will be a friend.
Right.
So, but you're not going to know how you impact them. So just to make sure, say,
Yeah.
it was an
Very good.
impactful
Yeah.
one, a good one, then
You just do it.
You just be, yeah.
There is a point though, and something kind of came to mind in terms of somebody might not have anybody to interact with or such, but like what happens with somebody that is around a lot of people but still feels disconnected or alone. I kind of just want the question, I don't know, it's not to really find a solution. I don't know if that is even doable. I wouldn't even attempt to find a solution because but because there are people in that space that are surrounded by a lot,
People and still feeling,
still feel disconnected.
But what you say about that sense of belonging there? Boy, I think every now and again there's always a pulling away. And not for me, I don't want it to sound good because it don't feel good when you're first. You have a like one change or more things start happening inside of you where you felt as if you belong, quite feel that way there. And like if you search yourself and search the hearts of the people that are around you, like nothing wrong with them, and you're not loved less. I think what happens is that this is what I think happens. God put me through something sometime to create one new space. What happened with that space there is anybody else will feel like that? Have somebody to relate to now.
Oh,
So what happened is because you experience that, and it's like I like him help you through it, like, and nobody did fix it for you.
Right.
It's that you become that new space where somebody can say, you didn't go through this already, and I say, I really true.
So you become that beacon of hope or
'cause
guide.
You can't blame nobody. Like
Even for it,
the
so.
people were not treating me bad.
Yeah.
I just felt something. You know what I mean? And I wanted them think that gladly we're going to the God, but
Yeah.
I like one thing what God alone fulfill.
Yeah.
And I think I saw him tend to pull us away sometime in different areas of our life. And when we think that the people around us were to be blamed, we really realize, you know, say him.
Did I do something right or so?
Yeah, cause I remember one time, you know, where I would like me think me finish what me I do, priority wise, and then I go and then I say, yeah man, a time to just easy back with my friend. Man. And I did it, and my vibes just cut. They're not doing anything wrong. And I'm nothing where me feel like me not supposed to do. My vibes just why? Because all what happened, you know, I learned the hard way. He just wanted my attention. And it's like, if I don't give him that attention, it also affects the space. Because whatever I want to give me will also benefit everybody else. You understand? So sometimes there is a pulling away. And what happens if we don't experience it, we can't help nobody else where kind of feel that type of way there.
Wow.
I think this kind of goes back to what Eliezer was saying about him working on him. So it's like going back to the relationships being healthy. It's like you have to ensure that you are healthy.
Okay, right.
You are okay. If you're even not okay, but you're at a place where you're loving yourself and you're appreciating you enough that so both parties, we're in a relationship, two persons, friendship, whatever it is, you're working on you, I'm working on me. We're healthy with God, because the self thing by yourself, it won't work type of thing. So you're working on yourself with God, I'm working on myself with God. When we interact, even though we are probably at two different stage in life with our relationship with God and our interactions with God, when we come together, it's like it creates something beautiful in a sense.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the leftovers. I have some quick questions for the people. Well, one question. What food do you hate?
That was
Johnmark,
random.
go.
Well, I think a full time I'm gonna stop going like pear tastes good.
Irwa. No, let me just strike
A
that from the
full-time.
record. That is not, no.
A
You have to go
full time
find
I'm
something
gonna
else.
stop going like pear.
You have to go find something else. You have to go find something else.
Right.
I don't think that's standard, you know.
Yeah, what? You have to go find something else. Come. Mr.
Avocado,
Supre. Come.
bro. Yeah, man. I don't like fish. I don't like egg.
Wow.
Whoa.
I don't like
No, it
fish.
just keeps
and I
getting
don't like
worse.
egg.
It'll get worse. It'll get worse.
I do business,
quickly.
but people are gonna say
And you're not judging about the peer.
fish and egg
With the bread.
need for
You love
dash.
bread.
Eat breakfast.
But you love
You
bread.
can't
Why-
imagine how I stress out people.
But
You
you're
can't
just
imagine how I stress my mother out.
Oh my God.
we're not judging
Yeah,
about the
man,
peer.
no,
my G.
Oh my God.
Cornflakes can deal with it.
Whoa.
Yeah, get
What
your
do you eat
Lasco.
with the bread?
Get
You
your
love
Lasco.
bread.
Yeah, butter.
Whoa.
Yeah, butter if you want, get some franks and make a sandwich out
Hey,
of
stop,
that. Yeah.
stop.
Oh my God.
But yeah, man, that's for the eggs, that's for the fish.
Egg? No,
Yeah.
Oh my
stop.
God.
Stop.
Jesus.
Scrambled, fried, boiled, nothing.
She a time of my life because she don't like pear, she don't like egg.
What you?
So she don't
like tomato too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Come on, Adrene.
I never know. I love food. So The LTR one them.
Feel like I should expose you.
You know, but I love food then.
Where
In terms of your
Look
love.
how much, I am my first thing what come to my mind.
Yam.
No, you know, but I am nobody ever said.
If me say what me say, you not gonna
say
laugh
yam
off of
hurt
me. You
her
say,
What
What?
you say?
What you say?
Yam hurt her head.
yeah, it does.
What you say? You're not a yamid?
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't. I really don't. I don't eat yam. The
is
pumpkin, them
weird.
something they just miss me with them.
oh no,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
miss me with all of them. Look at something there.
And you know, the truth is, I really feel like I'm beginning to accept Johnmark's statement of calling me a foodie. He's been calling me a foodie a lot lately, and cause there are some things I never used to like, and not until you know, like, I start eat them. Like I hated raisins,
Wow.
and I will eat it now in certain things. Hated okra. Now I will eat it. So like the only thing, like I don't like papaya. And I don't like watermelon. I'm disappointed by
Alright.
them.
Let's
I'm disappointed by
yeah.
them.
No.
So it's not
Everybody
that it's not that them taste.
Alright. Alright.
They're disappointing.
Thanks everybody for joining.
You know, let's
It's
just,
been your host, you know.
Oh, you don't judge me now with your egg.
yeah.
Alright, guys.
So we have
drop in the
pear,
comments
egg.
below. We love to hear from you.
Pear, egg,
Please,
yam,
guys, like,
papaya,
comment,
crazy stuff. Crazy stuff happening
like,
here.
comment, share. You stop talking. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make we know how to feel. Please tell me if it makes sense for somebody to not eat egg.
Listen to me.
How can
Listen
you
to
be
me.
Jamaican
Listen
and
to
not
me.
like
Alright,
pear?
alright, you can't.
Anyways,
Alright.
moving right along.
Yeah. We're out.
that's where we're
That's
going.
Jamaica.
Okay.
That's where we're going with
Yeah,
that.
you're from the Caribbean.
You know,
I'm
everybody,
pretty
thank you
sure-
for tuning in.
I'm pretty sure
We
Pierre
appreciate you all.
is loved and beloved.
Love avocado.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
I had to.
Anywho's.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's been really fun. I
absolute
can't
after
believe
talk.
I can't believe my friends. I'm sorry.